so much stress.
Hello, all the friends on CGTN's social media platforms. Welcome to this special Christmas edition of our live streaming in Singapore. Yes, we also celebrate Singapore in tropical weather. You see, I'm wearing the summer dress. We don't have snow, but we do have the festival mood. Where we are right now is Singapore's iconic Gardens by the Bay, and you can see these super trees. You probably have seen it in many of the postcards from friends who visited Singapore. Gardens by the Bay was built, open to the public since 2012, and since then it has been a new landmark. Before that, when people come before Marina Bay Sands and Gardens by the Bay, people always go to the Miro lines and they will take a picture and say, hey, I've been there. But Gardens by the Bay has been a must stop for all the international visitors to Singapore. And during this holiday season, for 6 years in a row, there has been Christmas Wonderland. It's really a series of activities and performances, carols, and there's a F&B later on. We'll show you what this place has to offer. And joining us today is Hafiz.
Hello.
He's the organizer.
Yes.
The Blue Sky
events.
That's correct. They are the people who brought this to Singaporeans and international visitors.
Yes, that's right.
I was just sharing with our friends, and this is the signal is not very good. Maybe we will. Okay. Maybe we will try to move a little bit to where. Is it the audio or is it the video? So Hafiz,
yes.
I was telling the audience 6 years in a row.
6th edition, that's correct.
Yeah. So what are we seeing here? You were telling me earlier that these structures were built by Italians.
That's correct. So what we're looking at now is one of the iconic luminaire light sculpture. This is called the Spalera. So the Spalera is actually, the idea came from a tower in San Miniato, which is an Italian hill town in Tuscany. So what happens is that we fly in Italians. I think there's about 11 or 12 of them coming in at least a month or so before the event to actually build the whole structure up. Until, of course, we start the event, which is towards the end of November. Right. So our event runs for 26 days. So these lights basically stay on until the 26th of December. That's our last day.
Right.
And basically this light sculpture has always been the most iconic piece in Christmas Wonderland. This is what people look forward to because this is also where we have the iconic blizzard presented by Häagen-Dazs. So it really is a very, very beautiful piece. We're also heading towards what we call the Casa Monica, which is like a stage area. This is where we have the choirs and the youth-type performances over the course of our event at Christmas Wonderland. So we've had choirs from schools, non-profit organizations, we've had artists and bands, singer-songwriters,
so
local
they will
ones
come
as well.
and perform every
Yes,
day?
that's correct. Yeah. Most of the shows happen during the weekend because that's where most of the crowds come in.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really just a part of gathering area for people to come and enjoy the holiday season with us here at Christmas Wonderland.
So these intricate structures, are they? How long does it take to set it up?
Well, if you're looking at this piece, we take roughly about 12 to 15 days to complete this particular structure. But in totality, we take over a month to finish the whole. We think we have about 12 to 15 over pieces of luminary light sculptures here at Christmas Wonderland.
Right.
Yeah. So you can just look at how intricate the pieces are. There's a lot of bulbs that are all put by hand, and everything is made by hand as well. So it really is a lot of artistic. Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
In fact, a few hours ago it was pouring. So
I know. This is amazing, right? Thank God for the weather.
It's snow resistant and it's water resistant.
I hope so. That's right. Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask my cameraman to show you a little bit. You can see this is like another iconic
yes, that's correct. So what happens at Christmas Wonderland is we also have what we call the Lights and Sound Show, which is called the Gardens Rhapsody. Yeah. So this is part of the Christmas Wonderland special, where we have a performance of lights and sound, and then it transcends into the blizzard time that happens occasionally after the Gardens Rhapsody as well. So naturally, when it happens, let's say at the 7:45 or the 8:45 p.m., people would just gather around the super tree area, and some of them sitting on the floor, lying down with their cameras up, and then taking pictures or videos of whatever's happening on there.
If you happen to have seen the Hollywood blockbuster Crazy Rich Asians,
Oh yes,
you would know that
This
this
is the
is
place.
actually the
Yeah.
place that the epic wedding
that's
took
correct.
place, right?
Yeah, our luminary light pieces look quite epic as well. So I
Yeah.
think it fits in really well with the whole theme of
Right.
Singapore being an iconic tourist destination
Yeah, I
as
have
well.
to say, like Singapore, I mean, we don't have a lot to offer
Yeah.
in terms of
That's
nature,
correct.
right? We are surrounded by all these amazing Southeast Asian
You're right,
destinations.
you're right.
In Thailand,
Yeah.
Malaysia, you have amazing beaches.
That's correct.
Bali.
Yeah,
Somehow we managed to.
it's amazing, isn't it?
Trend to attract international.
Yeah, like
investors,
the
right?
whole Singapore trying to be a city in the garden, or garden in the city. So I think that's where we really
So
should
traditionally
influence.
it's called garden cities, but now
Yes.
it's a city,
City in the garden, that's right. There
yeah.
you go.
And
There you
with all these like crazy rich Asians,
Yeah.
or it's really raising Singapore's profile as an international destination
That's correct.
for tourists.
Yeah.
So this event every year, how many people do you attract?
Over the past years, we've had close to 4 million people coming in. That's from locals and tourists coming into Singapore as well. So there really is
4
quite
million?
4 million. Yeah, close to 4 million. That's correct.
People. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go see and what else
Okay,
is
sure.
ahead.
We also have what we call the Christmas or Festive Market in this area. So we have a whole curation of food and beverage, as well as crafts, where people can shop for Christmas gifts, for their loved ones, for their friends. Really is a lot of variety here. We have a whole list of food and beverages as well.
Yeah, I can smell
I think we
food.
just passed by the Haagen-Dazs pop-up store,
Yeah.
as well as Brewworks selling like a whole curation of cocktails and a special curated beer called the Mistletoe Kiss. And a Dutch pancake coming in. You know, people think Dutch pancake always appears in Germany only, but of course we try to bring it into Christmas Wonderland as well, just to fit in the
So
whole theme of
some
Christmas.
seasonal items that people
That's
can
correct.
savor only at this time
Yes,
of the year.
that's
right?
correct. Like a turkey leg as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some of the specials that we have.
I noticed that you have a good mix of local visitors as well as
That is correct.
tourists.
And I also
right?
think because it's towards the end of the year, kids are all on holiday and everyone just celebrate Christmas and of course ushering in the new year.
Yeah.
So everyone's on leave. So it's a good time for family to come together as well.
What's over there?
Here
That's
we
the
have,
middle?
this is what we call the Super Tree Lawn. So we have, of course, another luminary light piece called the Domus, Aurea. Right? And we also have another curation of food and beverage huts as well over here. And of course, you can see where the background is. That's where we have a couple of game stalls just to catch the people who's within this area to play some games with their kids and their family as well. So this is a very, very nice sitting area. Of course, from this angle, they get a good view of the lights and sound show happening tonight as well.
Please, let's have another good look at this beautiful view here.
Really gorgeous, fantastic view.
So you've been doing this for 6 years. What are the things that you are very popular and you keep on doing? What are the things that's new
First of all,
this
of
year?
course, the luminary light sculptures, people keep coming for more because it's always a good Instagrammable opportunity as well. Our festive markets, of course, they come here. Some of the vendors have been following as well on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, what's new this year is, of course, we have more light sculptures. So we're heading towards what we call the Walk of Peace.
Walk of Peace.
Yeah, so it's a 50-meter long tunnel and also made of over 60,000 little bulbs. Right, so this is one of the very hot feature that we have this year as well.
Right.
You're gonna see the crowd when we get there. It's gonna be quite crowded. We might not be able to pass as well.
I hope our signal will hold up.
Oh no. At least get a good shot of it. Yes. So it has a little significance as well. Basically telling people to reflect on the year that has passed and then to look ahead to a beautiful year ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
It is really
It is,
like
right?
a
Really,
place
really
that
gorgeous view.
everybody wants to stop
That's
and
right.
take photos.
Yeah. It's really warm, very relaxing.
The signal is not very good.
Get the crowd.
Yeah, let's, I think because there are a lot of people, so the signal might not be very good. Let's just walk past
There
this
is. Okay.
quickly.
Sorry.
It is beautiful though.
It is, right? picture, guys.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
You too. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry.
Hold already. Are you okay? I'm struggling. Even though I've been here like so many years. All my life, actually. Is this good? So here, of course, we have more selections of Christmas
Okay,
market.
so we've made the
Oh, yeah.
walk of peace.
Passed it already, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we continue, and then
Yeah.
there's more stuff to show us, right?
Whereas there's over on this side, which we passed. This is more stall, selling all the little things and
Yeah.
more crafts as well.
Yeah.
So we got a food booth in there and for people to hang out as well. Yeah. So more things to buy, more things to eat, more things to hang out. Yeah.
Are you guys organizing the Chinese New Year celebration here as well?
No, we're not. It's Christmas.
Ah,
And we're wrapping up because all of us want to celebrate the New Year.
and New Year? Is there anything?
We're
New
just
Year?
keeping some of the light structures on all the way to New Year.
Okay.
Yeah, but most
But
of
the
them
fair
will tear
it
down
will end
on the
soon,
26th of December. It's a
Right.
couple more days.
So why don't you continue until the New Year celebration?
No, I think we've tried that before, but I think it's only fair that I think some of our team also get a rest and get to celebrate
true,
Christmas
true,
and of
yeah,
course New Year with their families as well.
Yeah, speaking of the team, how big of a team do you have to manage
We're
to
not
run this?
very big. Our core team member, I think there's less than 20 of us.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, plus minus thereabouts. We've also hired a lot of part-timers to help us really just
Right,
make everything
right.
possible along the way, and a lot of crew to run the day-to-day operations as well, from the
Right.
gates to all the entertainment and tokens and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
We often forget while the public is enjoying a holiday, there are always people working in
Of
the
course,
back end,
of course.
right?
Yeah. Unsung heroes, I call them.
There's more fun activities for children.
That's right. So where we're at now, we're at the Fairground. So this is basically where we have all the rides and most of the games as well. So again, here in Christmas Wonderland, we're trying to make sure that our event is a very family-friendly event, making sure that families can bring their kids to our event and making sure that they feel safe and knowing that everything's well taken care of.
Yeah.
So a lot of the rides are very family-friendly. As you can see, we've got a Ferris wheel, we've got a mini galleon, we've got a small carousel as well. Kids love to play on these rides just because it's so fascinating to them. I mean, some adults usually accompany them as well on the rides. So yeah, this is the kind of vibe that we're going for. And
So
usually,
these equipment,
Yeah.
do you move them around or?
no, we actually work with a partner on this one. So they
Okay.
actually bring the rides in for us and then they set it up. And then they also have other events as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
The signal is good here. We can stay a little bit here.
So generally there's a lot of people here. That's another gate. So that's one of our main entrances as well. Just
Okay.
because the MRT station,
Yeah.
subway is really, really nearby.
And from here you can see another Singapore landmark, the Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah, so there's the bulk of people when they come in, and then once they come in, they usually just scatter around this area.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know anything about this baby statue? It's been there.
It's been here
for a
since for a while, yeah,
yeah.
correct. Very iconic as well.
Okay,
So now stepping into the meadow.
sure.
As you can see, this area here, it's a bit more game stalls.
Yeah.
A lot of people generally because the game is quite famous. I think it's the
Oh,
one where you hit. Oh, there's a train
train.
passing by as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our train goes up and down from the meadows to the super tree,
Okay.
two-way. So whoever's want to take the train, we can ferry them from one place to another as well.
Is it ticketed?
Yes, it's by tokens as well. So all the games
okay.
and rides here are paid by tokens.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. I heard you have a special guest here.
Do we?
the ho ho ho.
That's right. He's somewhere in here. We're gonna see him in a very, very
I
short
don't know.
while.
Are you going to show us?
We will.
Okay.
Of course, my pleasure.
Okay. I'm sure the question from all the children
Yeah.
around the world is, are the presents packed?
Oh, there's this very, very special thing that they can see when we're at the Santa's workshop.
Okay.
So I'll tell you more when we're there in a
Sure.
very, very short while. So it's a very, very nice festive vibe here. A lot of people gathering. Where we're heading towards is, of course, the Meadow, where we have the Meadows Theatre, where we curate shows for all ages as well.
Also, there will be shows.
Yes.
Playing.
So as of this week, the final few days, we have two shows happening. One is called the Trash Test Dummies, which is from Australia. And then, of course, it's a lot of comedy, acrobats, very, very fun and exciting, very interactive. And of course, we also have Vitali, who's doing a show called Pure Wonder. He's a world-class illusionist from the United States. So a lot of things happening, these two shows. So really, really good atmosphere here as well. And also passing by the Christmas Tree Cafe.
Christmas tree cafe.
Yeah. So after all the fun and games, take all the pictures, a lot of people come here to enjoy and dine in.
I'm following you.
Yes, to dine in and have meals. So we have a couple of areas here. We got outdoor dining most of the time, but because our event is a rain or shine event, we've also got an indoor space for families and friends as well.
Right.
Just in case it rains, so there's another area for them to eat comfortably and drink comfortably as well.
Do you try to bring both local and international food?
We have a good mix of them. So as you can see from the menu here, we have specially curated stalls selling like drumlets. This is a bit more local, the spam fries and things like that. We've also got Mexican food from Tonito. We've got the all famous burgers and lobsters as well. And then of course the Smash Grill, a lot of selections of food. And of course the bar from Brewworks, making sure everybody's hydrated. Have enough drinks.
Sorry, excuse me.
What do you say? So you actually came on a very good night because we are having really a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, I think also because of the shower earlier, now it's kind of cool.
That's correct.
It's funny how in Singapore this time of the year it's the rainy season.
That's correct.
And a lot of friends said, "Oh, it's cold," but put things into perspective. But it's colder season for Singaporeans. Right?
So what we're looking at now is a bit, just before we get to the Santa's workshop, maybe I'll say something about this area.
Yeah.
So we've got more games in this area for people to play with. And of course this is the inflatables where kids hang out with their families. Very, very nice atmosphere as well. We've got the bumper cars right at the back. And then this is really just a spot for families together and just go around, try to win toys for the kids or for their loved ones, for the girlfriends and things like that. So very, very nice atmosphere here. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Santa's workshop.
Yes. Sorry in there. There we go, Santa's workshop.
Are they real Christmas tree? This one's not.
Yeah.
But I saw some.
This
big
one?
ones. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sorry guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the dome, which mimics the igloo.
The
North
igloo.
Pole. Yeah. So this is again a very good photo opportunity for visitors coming in just before they step into the Santa's workshop.
Right.
So you start to feel the coolness of the.
So the funny thing in Singapore
Yeah.
is because we don't really have snow, so
That's
you
right.
see like all these celebration
Yeah.
sites, you have fake snow coming. You,
Yes,
you
that's
also
right.
have it
yeah,
here,
it was
right?
the blizzard time that we were at earlier, the super tree.
Right.
Yeah, that's where the foam, the blizzard presented by Hagen. That's where we had it.
Yeah. I mean, we can keep the aircon cool
Of
to
course.
feel like it's
Yeah.
winter.
Just this way. You're gonna love what you're gonna see in here.
Okay.
Alright, welcome to the Santa's workshop. you smell that? Try to mimic the.
What smell is that?
What smell is that, Ika? Do you know what smell is that?
Candy. Marshmallow.
The cookies. Yeah. So usually this is where we can see all the elves hard at work. These animatronic elves. So what they're basically doing is they're packing all the presents, which mimics the whole wrapping of gifts for kids.
Right.
And then what happens is it goes through the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And goes through that area there, ready for delivery.
They better hurry up.
Exactly right. We've got
They
a couple
have
more days left.
1 day left. Tomorrow night.
Yes.
Santa needs
Santa's
to
got
deliver.
to work hard tomorrow night. Sure this button works. There you go. It's a bit of interactive element.
What does that mean?
Just a button for the kids to press, and then feels that they're part of making the gifts possible as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Presents.
You like presents? Yeah.
So people are queuing to see Santa, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's right. So this is the photo opportunity we have with Santa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they basically just queue up, and then just. Should I say hello to Santa?
Yeah, of course. Hello, Santa.
Hey.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
Good year for you? You're
Oh, it's been
all
a-
prepped?
It's always a wonderful year.
Yeah. Are
All
you-
the new children.
Are you ready for tomorrow? You
Oh,
have
my
a lot
goodness.
of work to do,
I
huh?
have so many elves working
lots of presents to
overtime.
give out.
In
Yeah.
fact, as soon as I leave here, I need to race back up to the North Pole
Oh, no.
and finish up a few last-minute projects I just found out about.
Right, yeah. So kids are all like excited. They're like, oh, they have this advanced calendar. You know, it's like 1 day left.
That's right. Well, I get
Santa
excited
gonna
too. Do you know
come?
why?
Yeah.
All those plates of milk and cookies.
Oh, yours now?
Yeah, my tummy's too small. I need to fill it up again.
Yeah. I have another
Amazing.
question for you. When they do something naughty, I always say Santa is watching. Is it true?
It
Are you
is true.
watching?
It
You
is
know,
true. I
right?
have an elf network. It's like the internet. It's the Elfinet. And the Elfinet is always helping me out, checking out which children are struggling to be good. Because we know that all children really want to be good.
Alright.
But sometimes they just act naughty.
Just children, right? Not adults, right?
That's right. That's right. The adults, you're on your own, pal.
Oh no.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
That
very
was
much, and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So that's it. So they get to interact with Santa.
So
it's a
I
very, very
think-
nice photo element as well
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
families here
yeah.
at Christmas Wonderland.
I mean, I'm sure for our visitors from other parts of the
Yeah.
world, seeing us sweating in the
course.
summer dress is a bit
It
strange.
really is Christmas
but,
in the tropics.
But the essence is the same,
Yes,
isn't it? It's
that's
about
right.
the merry sharing. It's
Yes.
about family.
Correct.
It's
And
about all these
making everybody
traditions.
smile.
Exactly.
And the festive season. That really is about it.
Yeah.
Christmas
So on that note, Merry Christmas to you all.
Wonderland. Merry Christmas, everybody.